This is Chemistry 2.2 on the periodic table. This is the GPC. The G stands for the group. There are 18 groups across your periodic table. They are the columns. So on your periodic table, find the word that says group, and it's gonna be the bottom number. So closest to the edge of your periodic table across the top of the columns, number them 1 through 18. Down the left-hand or right-hand side are your periods. They are the rows. They're also the electron shells. We'll get to that later. But down the right or left-hand side, you're going to number your rows 1 through 6. These are your periods. There are actually 7, but we don't study anything that big, so I only gave you 6. So here's an example of location. Believe it or not, the location is kind of like coordinates. It's a group period coordinates that are given as the element's location. So what element is located in group 3, period 4, or at the position 3, 4? If you looked it up and found scandium, element number 21, you are correct. The category is its natural state of matter at room temperature. So this is its chemical category. And there's actually only 3 chemical categories. And we're going to color code your periodic table using a pen and some highlighters. And we're going to label absolutely everything. So here we go. Your first category are your non-metals. So at the top of your periodic table, you have 2 categories that are labeled noble gases and reactive nonmetals. Those are actually your non-metal categories. And those encompass elements 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 16, 17, 34, 35, 53, and all of group 18. That's elements 2, 10, 18, 36, 54, and 86. So color code those, all of those, one color. Those are your non-metals. So the noble gases and the non-reactive nonmetals are the same color. Those are your non-metals. And your periodic table should be color-coded like this. Your second, now with a pen, you want to put a like a double backslash in all of group 18. Those are your noble gases. So at the top of your periodic table where it says noble gases, put a double backslash, and then in the bottom right-hand corner of each of these, put a double backslash. Those will indicate your noble gases. Your second category are your metalloids, so change color of highlighter and highlight the following elements: 5, 14, 32, 33, 51, 52, and 85. These are your metalloids. At the top of your periodic table, highlight that one little box of metalloids and highlight those elements. Finally, grab your final periodic table color and highlight the rest of your periodic table in that one color. Again, remember, please use the highlighters gently. Don't scribble. They're not crayons. So you should highlight absolutely everything else. These bottom 4 categories, post, transition, alkaline, and alkali, those are all considered metals. Everything that is colored in orange on my periodic table is considered to be a metal. But there's some subcategories of that metal category. And with a pen, you want to label a P for your post-transition metals in elements 13, 31, 49, 50, 81, 82, 83, and 84. You want to put an X in your alkali metals. Those are elements 3, 11, 19, 37, and 55. And you want to put an O in your alkaline earth metals. Those are elements 4, 12, 20, 38, and 56. So when you are done, you should have something that looks like pox, where you have X's in Group 1, O's in group 2, P's in groups 13, 14, 15, and 16, only in the metal side. So there are actually 3 categories on your periodic table: nonmetals, metalloids, and metals. And there are subcategories of each of those. So here's an example of what you're doing today. What is the GPC for silver? Well, silver, if you look at your periodic table, is in group 11, period 5, and it is a transition metal. The GPC for silicon is in group 14, period 3. It is a metalloid. And fluorine is in group 17, period 2, and it is a reactive nonmetal gas. It's kind of important that you know the physical state of matter along with the chemical state of matter. We won't always say things are solid, but we will comment that if it is a liquid or it is a gas, because those are much more rare. Thanks for watching.